All right, guys. So today we are going to discuss how to smoke a pork shoulder. As you can see here, I have a couple of 10-pound pork shoulders. I've prepared them with a dry rub with some salt, brown sugar, cumin, pepper, a few other items that go in there. Now I've trimmed off quite a bit of the fat cap, and then I've let the rub sit on them overnight. Preparation is probably one of the most important things when it comes to smoking these, and I am getting ready to put them in the smoker. Next, here you'll see that I have them prepared, and I'm getting ready to put them in the smoker. Now, I personally use an electric smoker. It's easier to control the temperature. Down here you'll see there's the wood chip box, and then there's a drip pan. Also, I have quite a bit of water in here for a little bit of moisture. All right, so here we'll see I have them prepared, placed on the racks. I personally do not oil the racks. What we're really looking for here is we're going to put them in at about 225 to 250 for about 2 hours. And what that's going to do is it's going to get a good amount of smoke on them while not searing the outside to prevent the smoke from penetrating them. I think one of the key things that people don't realize is once if you sear the outside of the meat too fast, the smoke won't actually penetrate it. So here I'm setting the time and getting ready to close it off. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open it up. It's been a couple hours now. Take a look and see how things are going. So far, the meat's looking pretty good. We're getting ready to pull it out. I'm going to prepare this, take it inside the house, and then we're actually going to put a little bit of apple juice in it, which will seal in a little bit more flavor. All right, so we have these inside. I've got a couple of cooking pans, got a little bit of apple juice. I have my foil. So we're going to put just a little bit of apple juice in the bottom of the pans, and what this will do is it makes sure that the meat is moist. There's really nothing worse than having a nicely smoked pork butt or a rack of ribs, something along those lines, having a good smoke flavor, but then having them be too dry. So we put a little bit in the bottom of each pan, and then we're going to seal those off, and then we're going to put them back in at 250, and then we're just going to leave them sit for a while. Okay, so I've let these sit for about 4 hours now. We're checking the temp. The temperature that you want to shoot for is about 180 to 190 degrees. That is more than is needed to make sure it's cooked, but it will also ensure that the meat is nice and tender and pulls apart with the fingers. All right, so here these are all finished up and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and trim off a little bit of the excess fat cap, and then we'll just tear it apart with the fingers after we let it sit for about 45 minutes or so. What that does is it allows the juices to resituate through the meat so it'll be nice and moist and tender. And here is our final product. Dig in.